The Applied Science Technologists and Technicians of BC regulates approximately 8,000 applied science and engineering technology professionals in British Columbia under the Professional Governance Act. As a regulator, our objective is to protect the public interest, the workplace, and the environment by ensuring that applied science and engineering technology professionals practice in compliance with the Professional Governance Act, regulations, and applicable standards and codes to ensure the safety and well-being of British Columbians. By registering with ASTTBC, technology professionals in British Columbia demonstrate they are committed to being accountable for the work they do. They are in high demand and work in rewarding sectors that often take them to the field and out of the office. As members of an engineering team, they have unique qualifications and expertise. Being a professional means you have been acknowledged by ASTTBC as being qualified and practicing in a definable area, having expertise based on education, a deep level of knowledge, and having a commitment to ASTTBC's Standards of Competence and Code of Ethics. Closely linked to being a professional is the concept of professionalism. Applied science technology professionals registered with ASTTBC are required to be competent in their specific discipline or specialty and comply with the conditions in their Standards of Competence and Code of Ethics outlined in ASTTBC's bylaws. ASTTBC's Standards of Competence and Code of Ethics includes important principles to guide registered technology professionals when they make decisions related to their practice and conduct. ASTTBC recognizes registrants for their enhanced commitment to the 26 principles that must be adhered and agreed to. The public can have increased confidence knowing registrants are guided by 5 key themes derived from these principles. The first and most significant principle in the Code of Ethics is for ASTTBC registrants to hold paramount the safety, health, and welfare of the public, including the protection of the environment and the promotion of health and safety in the workplace. Registrants must be familiar with current safety codes, standards, and other external regulations pertaining to their discipline and understand their implications to the safety and welfare of the public. The principle requires that registrants take appropriate action and notify the proper authorities if, in their professional opinion, unacceptable hazards to the public, human welfare, or the environment exists. Registrants must also undertake and accept responsibility for professional assignments only when qualified by training and experience. This leads to the second principle, which requires professionals to practice within the limits of their competence and the scope of regulated practice. Technicians and technologists should also not do work that falls outside the regulated practice of ASTTBC. Closely related to competence and regulated practice is the requirement to provide accurate information regarding qualifications, experience, and making sure professional opinions are based on facts and best practices. ASTTBC registrants have a duty to report hazardous, illegal, or unethical activity to ASTTBC and other relevant parties. Registrants must also report another registrant or firm or employer who may be engaged in the regulated practice in a way that may pose significant harm to the environment or the safety of the public. ASTTBC registrants are obligated to comply with all applicable codes, legislation, and statutes. They are specifically required to comply with the Professional Governance Act, ASTTBC's Professional Practice Guidelines, Standards of Practice, ASTTBC Code of Ethics, and bylaws. It is incumbent upon the registrant to stay informed of all legal requirements and ensure adherence to all prevailing federal, provincial, and municipal legislation. Keeping informed and current to maintain proficiency and competence is accomplished by the Code of Ethics principle, requiring registrants to complete continuing professional development activities. Completing CPD is a condition of ongoing annual registration which contributes to enhancing public protection and helping to reduce risks associated with offering professional services. To learn more about ASTTBC, what our registrants do, or how to become a registrant, please visit our website at asttbc.org.